Hey middle schoolers. Today I want to pitch you a mini quest on experimenting. Experimenting is one of our 4 quest categories, and it's one that I think a lot of people maybe don't understand super well. So I want to walk you through what an experiment quest is, and then I'm going to give you an example. Well, first of all, there's different kinds of experiments you could do. You could experiment with chemicals and see what happens when you put a Mento in a Coca-Cola. But in this case, I'm going to give you a social experiment. A social experiment is any experiment that you do that has to do with people's behavior. So in our social experiment today, you're going to have to go through the scientific method, which is what experimenting really is all about. The first step is to make observations. The second step is to ask questions. The third step is to make what's called a hypothesis, which is your best guess, an educated guess. The fourth step is to design a situation or an experiment, really, that you're going to try and enact. And then the last one is to test that and see what conclusions you can draw. So let me give you this scenario. We're going to focus on the MSLC as a space for our experiment. And in your experiment, I have a question already prepared for you. So the first step is already down. How can we create a layout that promotes the most socializing in the MSLC? So what layout or what elements of the MSLC will promote socializing the most? That's my question. So what you're going to have to do is walk through that scientific method. You're going to have to make some observations about the MSLC. You're going to have to ask questions about it. Then I want you to form a hypothesis. You're going to have to come up with which layouts or which elements you think would promote the most socializing in the MSLC. And then you'll have to figure out an experiment to devise and see how you're going to collect your data to complete that quest. Hopefully by the end of this quest, you have enough evidence and enough data that can support the conclusions that you've drawn and make a strong case for how we can make that space a more social and welcoming environment. Good luck.